After the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Green, 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So a second down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he comes back with one complete. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree. One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll give it to him right up the gut. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So it was a drive that seemed to go on for an eternity, forever. Our sponsors were probably saying, hey, we need to get our products in here on these commercials. But after all of that, 3 points is the result.
Yeah, it's hard to say who came out ahead there, isn't it? On one hand, you kept the defense out there a long time. But after controlling the ball for so long and just moving the ball incrementally down the field, a field goal seems like a bad result.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And a look here at the Colts defense. They're trailing on the scoreboard. Now, they had to watch that last drive, then they come out here. Defensively, when you played, did you like being out there defensively to start the second half or wait a drive?
I wanted to be out there right away. Come out of the locker room, get right back into the flow of the game, because sometimes when you sat around, you liked it when your offense gave you a long drive, but it made it a little bit tougher to get out on the field.
Well, it's the second drive here. We'll see how they respond. And some room to maneuver. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 11 on the gain there. And the Texans are going to have a first. they'll run it on the toss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job, to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
So that one will get them halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That draw play got blown up by the blitz of the defense. Ordinarily, that's exactly what you want. You want them to blitz so they go past you and you go past them for a big gain. But in this situation, they hit him at the worst possible spot, right exactly where you were running the draw, and he got in there and got him.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here, a 1-point game as we begin the 4th. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Colts defense, they work their way back onto the field. They're just hoping for more of the same. Last time they forced the punt that led to a score.
They flipped the field, essentially, and that's what you want to do as a defense. Make sure that you put your offense in a great position to run their offense and put the ball in the end zone. That's exactly what they accomplished.
And they accomplished that last time. What will they accomplish this go-around? On play action, they'll throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll get 32 yards there. And it's good enough for a Houston first down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to throw now on first down. Surveying the field. And he will find his man on the outside. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
We got 3, fellas. Here we go. 3,
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Back to throw. Pass incomplete. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And how about that, giving us our 5th lead change of the game? It's been back and forth.
No doubt about it, and right now, they're ahead, but they can't relax at all because if we've had 5 lead changes, I'm kind of betting on a 6th.
Yeah, we might see a 6th. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And the Colts getting ready to go. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands, That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Colts are going to have a first.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yeah.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. And he was plus 5 seconds there with the football. Is there a time that a quarterback has to get rid of it?
Somewhere generally around 3 seconds. So just like we're playing in our turkey bowl, right, in our backyards, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, that ball better be gone because anything past that, that's usually the end result.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw again. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's third down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Back to throw.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
He'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And his kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So now then, it's a big kick there to get this game back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal could still do you in.
Brandon, we're going to see right here. I would expect that after the kickoff, this offense is going to come out throwing. So those first few plays are going to be the key.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Colts defensive unit trots back out there. The situation, tie game. They're just hoping to keep it that way, aren't they?
They are, and right now everything is really being dictated by how they're going to attack offensively. Will they take a knee and just try and get to overtime? Will they try and run some big plays? Got to stay loose and alert and be ready for anything on defense.
Got to think they're going to try to get in field goal range here, right?
You would think so, but some of them will look at the clock and say, I'm better off taking my chances in overtime because I might turn it over here. So you just have to be prepared.
A good pickup there at 22. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So just about a minute to go here. Tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football. But the guys on the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got room. And the cutback to the sideline. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he'll give it here to his running back. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Seven yards remain now on 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And a short gain here down to the 22. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there. Gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now the Texans defense, they get ready here. They've got a situation where a field goal ties it. How do you defend this? Because you obviously don't want to give up the touchdown. How aggressive do you get?
That's always the key, isn't it? Where is the line on aggressiveness to over-aggressiveness? And I think most coordinators are looking at it like run your regular defense, add some pressure packages, because really the 35-yard line is the one you really want to defend. At that point, you're thinking you're probably giving up 3. Anything outside of that, you feel like you've got a chance to hold them.
So they'll be in search of the proper amount of pressure. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. And he'll get up and spike it with 11 seconds remaining. to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Houston, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.